Tepiyu Habaragani, and welcome back to another episode of Realize TV. This is Nature Israel, and we're going to continue to get into this spell breaking and decoding a few of so many lies and deceptions that has been placed on us. So we're going to start off like this, explaining how no wonder religious rituals are feminine. Nearly all the ancient rituals in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Zoroastrianism, Jainism, Taoism, you name it, they're all feminine. They mean something feminine, and the hidden occult hidden truth about it is that they were originated by African women who were the original priests. Yeah, I said it. African women were the original priests. And I'm going to back that up, but I'm going to do this like this for now. No, matter of fact, I'm going to give an example of this stuff. Like baptism. Baptism really means going back into the mother's womb to be reborn, not just going into a pool, a water at a church with men dipping you in the water. All that water symbolizes the water bag of birth. Water as a source of life. And we all know humans are born, or babies come out the amniotic water sac of the mother. Right? So that's just one example of the whole thing with the baptism, being reborn. And we all know that we're born out of water, out the water bag of birth. Another example, like for skirts and dresses and stuff. Men still wear her skirts. The high priest and judges of religions around the world all wear gowns, lady gowns, skirts, lady skirts, or robes, which are naturally made worn by women. This originated from the time when only women were the priest. Before the priestess and priest words, we had words in Kemet like sin and different words to describe those who hold those offices or rituals, spiritual offices or ritual and practice. Now, even the word priest, though, has a feminine African origin because it's connected with love, sex, and purity. But the thing about all these signs, early signs, we're going to get into more about the woman, is that males usurp women from their previous positions of authority on all levels, but retain the existing structures and icons originated by the black women, modifying them only if they were blatantly feminine. For example, as patriarchy subjected women, priestesses, and knowledge of the great goddesses, they designated their male gods as self-created. Whereas before, the same male gods were the sons of their mother. So naturally, men rescripted the creation stories, eliminating goddesses and having their wombless gods make man from clay. Whereas the goddesses gave birth to original humanity from her womb, not no clay. And like I say, peep the game as we rip them apart. Starting smart and finishing with heart. So, one of the top holy books are named after a feminine. And quite naturally, since she is the original source and inspiration of the world's spiritual cosmologies, originated in Africa by black women or priestess and spread throughout the planet Earth by the black parents of humanity. Like the term holy books and Holy Bible themselves are copied from the original holy writings, which even today are still called the hieroglyphics. Like my name is Jerome, meaning Hieronymus, or the holy name, right? And with the hieroglyphics, hiero means holy, right? And I've tried to get people familiar with how in Kemet, the Nile Valley, certain parts of Africa at the time, when Hebrew was being created, letters was transferable from the Kemetic script into the Hebrew script. And for example, like R equals L and T equals D and things of that nature, which I'm going to be sharing with people more too. But in the word hiero, which is Hiero, if you return the R in the word hiero to an L, you get holy, highly or holy. Hielo, highly or holy. And with the word glyphics, in the word Glyphics, you turn the L once again to an R, you get graphics, right? So it's like, for us, the holy books or the Holy Bible comes from the holy graphics or the hieroglyphics, which is the divine script, which we call the Medunetta, which I explain is Mother Nature, right? So present-day religions and so-called holy books are a sad perversion, reversal, distortion, and degeneration of the original black matriarchal African cosmology, and enough fragments and clues exist for us, and all these books and authors and lecturers and people I've been listening to. So there's enough information that exists to recreate and overview the big picture when the dots are connected. But the key is druetmology for those who are learning this. And this picture always points to the great, the black woman as the source of this. So once again, the holy books and the Holy Bible are derived, a copy from the hieroglyphics, which are the holy writings or divine writings of the Medunetta. So peep the game once again as I rip them apart, dispelling the spells, starting small, finishing with heart. Here we go. Yes, straight like that. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna switch the speed up, because it's not an all-out attack on the Bible or nothing like that. It's an all-out attack on all them religions, because all of them hide the feminine principle. The Muslims, they're not safe, because even that has its essence and roots in feminine principles. You know what I mean? For example, I'm gonna deal with Allah and the Quran and show how Allah and the Quran, the word Allah and the word Quran, are both feminine initially and originally. All right. Now Allah, the name, is a late Islamic masculinization of the Arabian goddess Alat, or Alat, however you want to pronounce it, Allat. She was formerly worshipped at the Kaaba in Mecca. In Islam, Allah is a male transformation of the moon goddess of Arabia. Her ancient symbol is the crescent moon. You can go look this up. Go Google this. Do some research, whatever. It still appears on Islamic flags, even though modern male Muslims deny its feminine symbolism and its roots. She was part of a female trinity. The other two deities are Kor, the Black Virgin, and El Uzza, the powerful one. This holy trinity was known as Menat, the threefold moon, a version of the triple goddess, of the three major aspects that the moon go through. And also Menat is one of the Kemetic words for a certain principle, right? So Allah comes Allah Alat. And Alat had Kori and El Uzza, or El Uzat with her. And it was known as the Manat. This is pre-Islamic in Arabia, in the area what they call Mecca, way before Allah existed, right? Where the goddesses, black women, were worshipped in that area before it was turned into a man y'all call Allah, that the world called Allah, that I guess more people in the Western Hemisphere, or maybe even the planet, worship this stuff, right? Now, let's talk about that book, the Quran, the Holy Quran, the Circle 7 Quran, the Quran this, the Quran that. And I just share with people how there's 3 goddesses, 3 feminine principles, 3 phases of the moon principle, of moon goddesses, right? Alat, Kor, and El Uzza. Now, Quran. Originally, the words of goddess Kori, giving the Quran its very name. Goddess Kor is an Arabic version of Kor, the jet black virgin goddess, the heart and soul of the earth, who gives her name to words like heart, to words like core, cardiovascular, care, cherish, courage, right? And since in Kemet R equals L, Kor, the goddess Kor in India, transforms into the goddess Kali, the great black mother of the Hindu triple goddess. Peep the game. Peep game. The original writings of the Quran was done long before Muhammad's time by African priestess. Because we all know that those in Arabia are the first colonists were from Ethiopia, Kushites, Milerites. So even the holy imams, a word related to Ima, which is mother, you know. So just like the Bible, the Quran, and the Veda, they were greatly rewritten to support patriarchal, anti-female laws and to obliterate the figures of the goddesses and her priestesses. Why y'all think everything is male dominated? Male this, males run this, male run that? Because the occult secret and the truth is that all this stuff was ran by feminine principles and women goddess principles before the world was turned upside down by this male god shit. So here we go. Peep the game as I rip them apart. I'm starting strong and we're going to finish with heart, right? Let's go. Right. So it's all about bringing light, truth, and more insight into the great mother and what that's about, and cutting through the patriarchy spells and lies and decoding. So here we go. This Nature Israel, the one, the only, and I'm out.